The June update is here for Battlefront 2, everyone. I'm impressed. I'm hearing a lot of you guys are impressed as well. Let's get right into it. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoy, everyone. It really does help out the channel quite a bit and help the video move up. And let me know in the comments, as always, with these update videos, how would you rate this update on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being not too great and 10 being pretty amazing. I'll be rating it at the end. So I think it's pretty obvious how I'm going to start this video. Let's talk about that piece of content that we've all been waiting for quite some time. That's right, animated victory poses are finally here. We've got one for Maul, Yoda, Obi-Wan and General Grievous. Some of them say available in crates, others are just completely locked so we can't even play as them, and I think that's the greatest part. Maybe the greatest part. I can't work out if it's that or the fact that they move. Like, not a lot, just a tiny bit. That little bit of movement. I love it. I absolutely love it. The way the arms move, look at Yoda floating. Like, this is the content we asked for. EA and DICE, thank you so much for adding animated victory poses to the game. Even better, thank you for just locking them so we can't even use them. I really, really love this content. Already a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, but we're going to move on to skins. I'm going to talk about Anakin Skywalker's General Skywalker appearance. I know myself personally and so many others have been asking for this for a long time. 40,000 credits, 1,000 crystals. Do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. I love it. It's an amazing skin. It goes so well with Obi-Wan's. As the Clone Wars fanboy I am, to see Anakin's skin in game. I don't think I played as this on the best of maps, to be honest, because I got it on the capital ship phase of Capital Supremacy and the lighting wasn't great at all and it made the skin look really bad, but I've seen some other people use it and it looks fine for them. Really impressed with this one. Definitely would buy it. And then we've got the skins for the new clone skins for the classes. So you've got to buy the 41st Scout Battalion skin 4 times for each class, 40,000 credits or 1,000 crystals, and then the 212th Recon Division 4 times for 20,000 credits or 500 crystals. I think these are great skins. They're honestly probably the 2 best clone skins in the game right now, aside from the Croissant Guard, obviously. And I can't make my mind up which one is better. My only problem, really, with these skins is that there are slight changes for each class, but overall they just look very similar for each class. Like, you can have a heavy running at you, and it can look a lot like an assault. The differences are just markings here and there, and I think the specialist has an antenna, I believe, or something like that. Very minimal differences, but the skins on their own are amazing. So I'd say, obviously myself, I want to get all the different skins. I saved up enough credits, but if you are short on credits, only buy the skin for the class you use the most, or maybe the 2 classes you use the most. If you use all the classes, then you're going to have to decide yourself. TX-130 tanks. I love these things. I think they are my favourite addition in this update due to how well they work, how smooth they feel actually. They really feel like the smoothest vehicle in the game, which I wasn't expecting because I'm not a big fan of using vehicles in Battlefront 2 overall. I'm neither reinforcements or mainly heroes. The fact that they have the laser barrage and the rockets just makes for a lethal combination, and I think that's what makes these vehicles so amazing. Too bad you don't have the clone's head popping out of the top of them. Charge mode I'm not too fussed about, but these felt like the smoothest vehicle in the game and I'd give them a go. Really enjoyed using them on Naboo, and we're going to move on to Naboo actually. We're going to talk about the Naboo Capital Supremacy map because I'm not the biggest fan of Capital Supremacy. I've made that clear in the past, not because I think it's a bad mode, just because it's not really my thing. The back and forwards, the command posts, I don't know, it's not for me. However, Naboo, I was quite saddened to hear that it wouldn't be on the Power Sector map, but I think it's my favourite Capital Supremacy map. The dusk feeling to Naboo, not too different from Galactic Assault, but probably with the addition of obviously the tanks and then the Droidekas as well, which I'll get onto in a second. There's a lot going on here, so Naboo's had a bit of an advantage, whereas it's had a bit more content added with it, unlike the other maps. Nothing special. I can't wait for Felucia more than any of the others because it's a completely new map. But let's talk about those Droidekas. I've purposely left them till last. By far the biggest addition to come in this update. While not my favourite, I'm preferring the tank. That doesn't mean I don't like the Droidekas. I think my problem with the Droidekas is that they're so different to anything we've had before, and it's going to take some getting used to. But I'm really happy with them. A lot of people are saying they're underpowered, And I think one way to look at it there is, well, we didn't want them to be overpowered because with the Separatists having 2 lots of enforcers, obviously they can only spawn in the same amount as the Republic can, but they've still got 2 different types of enforcers to choose from now. We didn't want something coming into the game that was really overpowered and completely destroyed the Republic, and I think it works in that perspective. My only problem is how long it takes for them to, when they're rolling up out of the ball. I know that's accurate to the movies and there's not much that can be done about that, but when they're getting back up, they can take a lot of damage. The shields aren't too, I suppose, secure and strong. They feel like paper sometimes, to be honest. Overload isn't too noticeable. Once again, I don't feel they've got the most powerful weapons, but it's all about balancing, and I'd keep them how they are for now in terms of not buffing or nerfing anything, because you don't want the Separatists to get this advantage all the time. But one thing I would do is maybe when they're in the wheel form, give them a little damage reduction, or definitely when they're coming up out of the ball or going back into the ball position, give them a damage reduction then. But when I was rolling around as a Droideka for the first time, like, that's all I spent my first few games doing, just rolling around, not even playing the objective. They are such a blast to use, really exciting, and I think once I get used to them, they will most definitely be my favourite addition in the entire game. They're more fun than any hero, any vehicle, anything I've ever used in the game. Really done that well, and DICE, props to you guys for getting these amazing droids in the game. So I'm going to give this update an 8 out of 10. That is right, I feel it's balanced all things well. A newish map, obviously not completely new, but on a new game mode, some changes, a new reinforcement, a new vehicle, a new hero skin, some new clone skins, lightsaber changes as well, victory poses, a few health on kill card changes as well, which I'm sure you've already heard so much about. So Chewie now has a health on kill card, and then Phasma as well, which is pretty cool. But I'm overall very satisfied. 8 out of 10 for me. Let me know how you'd rate the update in the comments section. I'll see you all next time. Gotta say, this is the most fun I've had on Battlefront since probably the Geonosis update.